An unexpected treasure. How a tiny mosquito unlocked a fortune. We all have those family treasures, right? The quirky lamp from grandma, the chest of drawers that's been in the family forever, or maybe a dusty old painting that's always just been there. For one lucky guest on Antiques Roadshow, that last one turned into a life-changing moment, all thanks to a tiny, uninvited guest, a mosquito. It all unfolded during a 2017 episode in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and the story has since captivated everyone who's heard it. A woman brought in a painting that had belonged to her grandmother. She explained that it had always hung right above her grandmother's bed. It was a painting that on the surface seemed like a nice sentimental piece, maybe worth a couple $100 at best. In fact, that's exactly what previous appraisers had said. Twice. Once in 1998, it was valued at $200, and then again in 2004, at $250. For years, the family accepted this as its true worth. A sweet memento, nothing more. But a few years ago, something happened that made her look at the painting differently. She was getting ready to move to college and decided to take the painting with her. As she was packing it, she noticed a tiny mosquito trapped underneath the glass. Thinking it was just a print, she took it outside to get the little bug out, and that's when everything changed. When I got it, there was a mosquito underneath the glass, so I took it out to the front yard and I opened it up to get the mosquito out, she recalled, and then it kind of scared me a little. I closed it back up immediately because it looked like it might be real. This simple, brave act of curiosity, prompted by a bug, set her on a path to the Antiques Roadshow. She had a hunch that this wasn't just a simple print. Unveiling the masterpiece. On the show, appraiser Meredith Hilferty listened intently as the guest shared what little she knew about the painting and its artist. The guest explained that her grandmother's father likely gave it to her after she spent a summer at a dude ranch back in the 1940s. The artist, she knew, was born in France but had later moved to northern Pennsylvania and then Ohio. He had a connection to Native American tribes, specifically the Sioux, who had adopted him and given him the name Long Boots. Hilferty smiled and confirmed the artist's identity, Henry Francois Farney. She explained that Farney, who came to Pennsylvania as a young boy, began a relationship with the Seneca Indians, which sparked his lifelong fascination with Native American culture. She noted that his work was celebrated for its peaceful, tranquil depiction of Native American life, a stark contrast to other artists of his time who often focused on conflict. The painting the guest brought in was a stunning example of Farney's work from his most prolific period, around 1890, and was particularly valuable because of the dense group of figures it featured. Hilferty then paused, ready to reveal the true worth of the family heirloom. The guest, clutching her hands nervously, had no idea what was coming. A shocking revelation and an emotional moment. So if we were going to put this in an auction today, Hilferty began, I would suggest an estimate of $200,000 to $300,000. The guest's face went from nervous anticipation to pure shock. Her mouth dropped open, her eyes widened, and she clutched her head in disbelief. Tears immediately welled up in her eyes as the staggering, life-changing amount sank in. "Oh my God," she whispered, her voice filled with emotion. "That's so much. I don't even know what to say." She then added with a little chuckle, "So I'll keep it away from my dog." It was a simple, relatable reaction to such an overwhelming moment, a reminder that for all the incredible history and value, this was still a treasured family piece she had to protect. The clip of this incredible moment went viral on social media, with fans praising the guest's genuine, heartfelt reaction. "I love her reaction because you know it's such a life-changing amount for her," one person commented. Another added, "Life-changing picture. Good for her." But many people couldn't get over the fact that previous appraisers had missed the mark so spectacularly, valuing the painting as a simple print for 1,000 times less than its actual worth. The consensus was that since the painting was under glass, those appraisers likely never took the time to truly inspect it, assuming it was a cheap reproduction. It just goes to show you that sometimes a little curiosity, or in this case a single mosquito, can uncover the truth hiding in plain sight. And it's a powerful lesson for all of us, isn't it? That family piece you've always taken for granted might be more than it seems. The dusty box in the attic, the old painting in the basement, they could hold an incredible story, and maybe even a life-changing secret. This guest's story reminds us that sometimes the true value of an